Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in my another video session of subject science. So today kids we are going to start chapter number 7 and the name of the chapter is water. So do you know water has no taste, no shape and no color. It's colorless, it's odorless and it's tasteless. So in this chapter we will get to know the different forms of water. So do you know what is liquid? A liquid is a substance that flows freely and takes the shape of the container in which it is. Suppose if you will fill any liquid in a jar or a container, it will take the same shape of it. Okay. If you will fill the water in the glass, so it will take the shape of that glass. If you will fill it in the bottle, so it will take the same shape of the bottle. So it proves that a liquid doesn't have its own shape. Now, what is water vapor? When we boil the water and the steams go out, so that steam is called water vapor. Okay. Now, when you freeze the ice in the freezer, so it will become ice. So ice is a solid form of water. Now, what is solid? Solid means a thing that has a definite shape. It doesn't changes. It has a perfect shape or a size which never changes. It's called solid. Now come on to page number 96. Let's begin with the chapter. What is water? Water is our lifeline. Water, without water we cannot survive. Water is very necessary for us. All living things need water to live and grow. Can you survive without water for a long time? No, आप नहीं रह सकते हो. After some time, we feel thirsty and we need to drink water. Water is used for drinking, bathing, cooking food, washing clothes and cleaning. Water is used in every our daily work. Like for drinking we use, for washing clothes we use water, for cooking food we need water, we use water for drinking also, and for cleaning our house and other places also we need water. So water is our basic need. Okay, water is also used for agriculture and transportation. Water is very necessary for agriculture. Kids, do you know what is agriculture? Agriculture means kheti. Okay, the farmers which grows the crops, they need water for that. That is called agriculture. And what is transportation? Transportation means a way by which you can go from one place to another. That is called transportation. By ship, by boat, by yards, we can go from one place to another. So this is all water transportation. Water is home to many living organisms such as fishes and plants. Water is home to fishes and for plants also. Let us study about water. Let us study something more about water. Different forms of water. Water is a liquid. Water in ponds, rivers, lakes and oceans is in liquid form. In rivers, lakes, ponds, oceans, water in these all places, water is in liquid form. The water that comes through the tap in our home is also the liquid form of water. The water which we are getting at our home through the taps, that is also liquid form. When we freeze water, it turns into ice. When you keep the water in the ice tray, it will convert it into ice, which is a solid form. So, ice is a solid form of water. Snow and frost are the other solid forms of water. Snow, do you know snowfall? When the rain comes in form of snow, that is called snowfall. That is also a solid form. When you freeze water, it turns into ice. It is very cold and you can see through it with your eyes. When you see through the ice, you can see transparent. Ice is transparent, so you can see from ice. You can see through from the ice. If you boil water, you will see steam coming out of it. When you boil the water, you can see the steam coming coming out from the container. This steam is called water vapor. As I told you that this boiling water, the steam comes from the water, that this steam is known as water vapor. We can change water vapor back to water. We can again change this water vapor back to water. We can again make it water. If we place a cool steel plate or lid over boiling water, when you are boiling the water and when you will place a steel plate on it, that vapor will be a form of drops. So you can see the drops of water on the surface of the lid. So you got the water vapor in form of water as a droplets. This is because water vapor cool down when they come in contact with the cold surface. When water vapor come in the form of cold surface, in contact of cold surface, it becomes water. And you will get the water drops on the surface of a plate or a lid. Now turn on page number 98, properties of water. Let us study about some of the properties of water. Water is shapeless. Water doesn't have its own shape. As I told you, if you will fill water in the water bottle, it will take the same shape. If you will fill it in the glass, it will take the shape of the glass. So the liquid water doesn't have its own shape. Solid forms of water has a fixed shape. Ice does not take the shape of the container it is put into. But when you will keep ice into any container, it will not take the shape of that container, as ice is a solid form of water. Ice does not take the shape of the container, but water, if you will keep the ice in any of the container, it will remain the same shape of ice. But if you will fill the water in any of the container, the water will change into that shape of the container. Water is tasteless. The water doesn't have its own taste. If you will add sugar in it, then it will become sweet. If you will add salt in it, it will become salty. So water doesn't have its own taste. Now water is colorless. It doesn't have its own color also. If we put clean water in a transparent container, we can see through it. If you will put the water in a transparent container, you can see through it. That means water has no color, it is transparent. Water is transparent. It doesn't have any color. But it takes the color we add to it. But if you will add any color, like if we are making a cold drink, if we are making any drinks, if you will add rosa in the water, then it will become of red color. If you will put orange flavor in it, it will become orange color. Okay, so whatever color you will put in it, it will be of that color. It doesn't have its own color. Now what is water cycle? Come on to page number 99. What is water cycle? We will understand in this topic. Do you know that the water you drink and you use to bath is almost as old as earth itself? The water is very old. Till at the time the earth was there, the water was also there. Yes, it sounds unbelievable. Unbelievable means अविश्वसनीय, जिसका विश्वास न किया जा सके. But it's true. लेकिन ये सच है. The amount of water on earth has always been the same. पानी जो पहले था वो हमेशा ही सेम रहता है. It just keeps moving from one stage to another in a cycle. The water just keeps changing in like one stage to another stage in a cycle. The cycle is evaporation, condensation and precipitation are the steps involved in a water cycle. These three steps are called water cycle. Let us understand how this happens. The water in lakes, rivers and oceans gets heated from the heat of sun. When the river water, lake water or pond or any ocean's water get heated by the sun, after heating, the water turns into vapor. After getting hot, the water turns into water vapor. it rises up in the air and it goes up in the air. This process is called evaporation. When the water heats up and it just becomes water vapor, and then water vapor went to air in the air. This process is called evaporation. Now turn the page and come on to page number 100. Now, when the water vapor meets the cool air, see in this picture, when the water vapor meets in the cool air, it changes into water drops. When the water vapor goes into air and it meets in the cool air, it changes into water drops. This little water drops get together to form clouds. This water vapor goes in the air and it meets with the cold air. So it comes in little form of water drops and it makes clouds. So the process of making cloud is called condensation. Now what is precipitation? When cloud became heavy with water droplets. Now when the cloud became heavy, जब तेज घने बादल छा जाते हैं, when the clouds become heavy and it comes in a form of heavy rainfall, so it is called, that process is called precipitation. Okay, the rainwater fills the lakes, rivers and oceans again. So by the rain in a form of rain, we are getting the water back in lake, ponds, rivers and oceans again. Sometimes the air is very cold. Then the water is in the clouds freezes and it comes down in a form of snow. Sometimes when the air is very cold and the clouds becomes in a form of snow. So we get the rain as a snowfall. So the water on the earth keeps moving in this cycle. So in this cycle the water keeps moving and it keeps coming to us. Like first it gets heated by the heat of sun. The rivers, lakes, ponds, river get heated by the sun and it goes up in the sky as the water vapor. So that process is called evaporation. After that, when the water vapor meets in cool air and it changes into water drops. So this little water drops makes clouds. So this little water drops makes clouds and this process is called condensation. Now what is precipitation? When the clouds became heavy with water droplets and it comes down as rain. So this process is known as precipitation. Rain as a source of fresh water. Water comes down to the earth in a form of rain, snow, hail, etc. Rain is the main source of fresh water. Rain is the main source of fresh water. It gets collected in oceans, rivers, ponds, lakes and other water bodies. When rain comes, it gets collected into different water bodies like lake, river, ponds, oceans. Less or no rainfall in an area cause the level of water in water resources such as river, pond, well, etc. to decrease. Now see this is a drawing of land. Here in these kind of places, here lake of water is there. Water is in a less amount, so the land become dry. So we use rivers, ponds and wells water to make it wet and to use for agriculture. Due to such conditions, shortage of water or scarcity of water is created, which results in drying of agricultural land and shortage of food grains. By the dry land, we are getting less agriculture, we are getting less crops, thus water sacrifice is the lack of sufficiently available water sources to meet water needs within a region. Now we should save water. Fresh water is available on the earth in a limited amount only. Fresh water is available on a very limited amount. So we should save it. We must save it. Watering the plants with a bucket of water instead of hose pipe. We should not leave the pipes on while watering the plants. We should water the plants by the buckets only. Washing the cars or scooters with a bucket of water instead of water pipes. We should not wash the cars or scooters by the pipes directly. We should wash by the bucket only. Not wasting too much water on festivals like Holi. The festivals like Holi, we should not waste much more water. Keeping taps closed while brushing our teeth. When you are brushing your teeth, you should always keep the taps closed. Bathing with the help of a bucket and mug instead of shower. Instead of taking bath with a shower, we should take bath with bucket or a mug. So by these ways we can save the water, because water is very necessary and now we are having very limited amount of water on earth. So try not to waste water. You can read this chapter again at your home. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice and safe day.